Turn to ban.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Team Aster versus TNC Game 1, Group A, loser matchup. Loser of this series going to that lower bracket, best of one, eliminations. Scary, scary stuff. Saw both these teams yesterday. First match is up today. We'll see what we've got. Zyori joined again by Trent.
5 seconds.
What's up, big dog?
I love this this format of the all condensed, all group, and we get to watch the whole thing together. I really love this.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm getting to know TNC and Aster. I'm getting to know Nigma and Fnatic. It's great. So TNC, their one win versus Nigma. That was the IO first, and they looked really good that game. IO first pick overall, covering the whole map. Had this like pick off potential constantly over and over and over. They kept grabbing Weehaw and Miracle and Mind Control, and the Warlock Golem wasn't enough to bring them down or stop their double bubble combo of the Static Storm and the Chronosphere. Extremely well played game. Game 2, it looked like they might get it, and then Nigma ended up taking the victory, and then they just got absolutely slaughtered in Game 3.
Hey, there he is.
I think Tree was banned in oh yeah, that's right. That was our last series had 0 Tree Protector, and then we went to the next series and he started getting banned, and we were like, oh yeah, where was Tree this morning? So he will make his appearance. I think the first Treant we've seen, right?
I think so. I don't think we cast him at all yesterday, so.
No, I don't think so. So Group A's first Treant Protector. Still a very obnoxious hero to try and play against, even with some of the nerfs he's received.
Yep. A lot of utility. Sets up for other heroes. Hits really hard. Has some of that. It feels like an Elder Titan in some ways. You know, bullies very early on, but can still do a lot of stuff late game. Omni Knight Rubik now for Aster.
So double thought process here, I think. Number one, TNC know that they're either going to get Omni Knight or Abba, because Aster aren't going to pick both, more than likely. So they'll take the Treant first, but then knowing that, Aster then take the Omni Knight and the Rubik. So the Rubik, very good versus the Omni Knight, but also very good versus the Abba. So if they want to go back for that Abba, now it's like, it's kind of annoying. So instead, they're going to commit for the Morphling for one of those position 1 heroes that's most likely going to get banned out in the second phase, and also a pretty good hero versus the Omni Knight, because you can just morph into him, give yourself Heavenly Grace, and then keep fighting.
Sure. Chen still makes it through.
Yeah, the classics.
10 seconds remaining.
Falling off a little bit for TNC. They don't necessarily like rush it every single game anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
How much do you care about Elder Titan versus Morphling? It's a counter, sort of. Is it worth banning if you're TNC?
I mean, there's probably more important heroes. I would say Slark and PL are the more important ones, so that's why they're gonna ban those 2 out, I would assume. BT's still like okay, but I think the other 2 are just like way better core on core matchups. The other question mark would be the OD, I suppose. That's also still in. I probably would have banned. I guess the Slayer can actually do okay versus the Treant too. That's the real issue. I would have been tempted to just ban PL and OD if I pick a morph like this, but they felt like the Slark was better versus the Treant Protector. I would ban the PL and just not worry about the OD and the ET.
It's so weird seeing back-to-back games where PL looks untouchable god tier status, and then a game after that where he's number 1 on net worth and doesn't really look that scary. Very good against the Morphling, though.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they go for it. They will indeed ban out the OD.
I like the OD ban. Timbersaw.
10 seconds remaining.
It's kind of an interesting ban from Aster. Can't say we've seen too much Timber. I think we saw him in 1 game yesterday.
Yeah, that does sound right. Yeah, because he had a really good angle on one of the Timber chains, I remember. I think it was Aster that faced it. No, it wasn't actually. I'm not sure who played it. Someone played it. Oh yeah, it was TNC who played it. Hence why Aster are banning it.
Radiant team.
And they'll also take out the Brewmaster. Again, this idea, Aster were the ones who banned it versus Fnatic as well when they had the Omni Knight. So they still respect the Mass Dispel versus the Guardian Angel.
TNC Predators turn.
Oh, who is this guy?
Wow. Forgotten about support. I'm a big fan of Coddle. I think he still is pretty scary. He reminds me of CM a little bit. He scales so well. If you ever get the refresher, that ultimate is devastating. The Aggie names is still really good. You can do a lot in the lanes. Blind
I
is
think
really annoying.
the most frustrating thing about him is that you actually can't kill the Wisp. Like, you just have to leave the area.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you're supposed to, like, why does it even have health? It's like impossible to kill it with how often it keeps stunning you. So that does make it a little bit annoying for Morphling because he's someone who really wants a lot of free flow with his buttons, and just being like dragged down by that sleep can be obnoxious. It's also kind of cool versus Tree because the big AoE destroys all the trees as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Be good in certain team fights.
Pretty situational, but maybe a small edge.
Now, I think we'll get a Tim's hero. I feel like this is probably a March Tree. But that could change depending on with this Morphling. The lane pressure is going to be Omni Rubik. Tree would have a bit of a rough time, but they could just pick a Tim's hero that can like rotate a little bit, like
Does
spend some time there.
Tim still play Earth Spirit at all? Talk about dead heroes.
I don't think he's worth picking in a lot of situations.
I grab Puck instead, something with a lot more utility and damage. They've got good setup now with the Treant and Puck combo.
They'll probably. Oh, they actually banned the Venge. Okay, thought they'd go Venge next.
Yeah, that Earth Shaker's also still lingering around. You mentioned a couple times that that's still a combo with Morphling, even though it's been nerfed some.
That is true, and TNC do love it.
10 seconds remaining.
Definitely a KP hero. I mean, they were the ones that were messing around with it in pubs, still
Yeah.
playing it, and it still looked busted.
I mean, they're both individually good heroes as well. That's the thing about that combo. Now, what's it going to be for Aster? They do have 10th pick.
Well, the PL was the big one that was still sticking out, but now they've taken that Puck, possibly to try and dissuade it. Because PL doesn't really like playing versus Puck that much. You get rooted, and suddenly you're just kind of stuck. Or not rooted, rather, but leashed. Much better.
Are there any other go-tos against Morphling? Aside from that OD,
TNC
Slark. Well,
Predators turn.
Oh, Aster bringing it out.
Night Stalker.
Not a lot of teams willing to rock this hero.
He's real annoying, though. And I assume he's going to be core, and it's one of these snowbally heroes that can play really fast against a Morphling.
I think they were the only team to
10
play
seconds
it at Singapore. Because I remember there being a game, and I'm pretty sure it was them. Maybe
5
some other teams played it
seconds
too, but I know Aster played it. And I was like, whoa, they just like first two'd it with Coddle. So they like this combination here. Very interesting. And that's probably going to be the position one. So he's going to be farming it up here. Tends to go for like just rush the Aghanims.
Mm-hmm.
And it lets them play like a super fast gameplay. Like SCCC just starts playing hyper aggressive. So the OD's banned out already. We were talking about like, these heroes versus Morphling. So we need another mid hero that's good versus Morphling. It's probably going to be Lena, I would guess,
Radiant team ban.
that they'll ban out. And TNC, well, they're just going to pick the same stuff they've been picking. Puck Beastmaster.
Well, some vision game.
Yep. What are they missing then? So there's going to be KP Beastmaster, probably Tim's on the Puck, I think. Although it could be
10
Armel
seconds
too,
remaining.
obviously. Could just be a mid Puck. Mid Puck would be
5
nice
seconds
because like you don't really want to support Puck when you know these guys are going to be running at you.
Yeah.
The
I
core
still
Puck
like
could
mid
actually
Puck.
fight.
It plays a pretty good tempo, does a lot of damage, doesn't really lose many matchups. It's a very stable mid laner.
Yeah. So some like the Tim's Tiny would be kind of okay. They need someone that can abuse this like Night Stalker just like running in at you.
TNC Predators.
They will ban the
turn
Tiny.
to ban.
You know, a Tim's Puck and a Kunkka would be kind of cool. I feel like Kunkka would synergize well with their draft.
Some more catch.
They'd have vision for like the X's, like the Night Stalker runs in and you just X them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they can like kind of protect from the delayed stuns of the Tort and everything with the Heavenly Grace.
It would be nice to see them
10
grab a hero
seconds
that can really
remaining.
play around the vision from Beastmaster.
5 seconds remaining. TNC
Ban out the
And the
Templar.
TA instead of the Lena, eh?
Radiant
So she
team
plays
pick.
pretty fast too, I suppose. Night Stalker. Good call on the Kunkka though, bud.
I love it. Alrighty.
Okay. Well, that
All
kind
right,
of
now they're gonna
ties their
pick
team
Lena
fight
and everything
together.
is fine.
Dream Coil, Boat, fun combo. A lot of ways to start fights. Primal Roar, Treant, X's. I'm in. I dig on this TNC. I like.
What about Magnus? Oh, he's banned. Damn it.
10
Oh,
seconds
this has been such good.
remaining.
I mean, that makes sense that he's banned. This would be a completely broken Magnus game right now.
5 seconds
They
remaining.
need fast damage. They need like a Queen of Pain-esque type hero. Not her against Kunkka. I'm not so sure about that. But somebody who's kind of mobile that can do a lot of damage.
Ember is still in, actually. I thought he might have been banned.
Okay.
I think I like the burst damage of the Lena, though. I think they need just a little bit more, like, oomph. Try and just blow up this Morphling. Like, to get the silence from the Night Stalker, have that extra reach. Ember's okay, though. Ember would be acceptable.
Storm.
Oh, okay, that's
Hero.
reach and a little bit of burst, and
Well-
it gives them some more late game too. So if they like secure the early game, this really gives them a complete all game answer to the Morphling.
Yes. And with Omni Knight, I think this Storm is a little bit more stomachable. Talk about how much Heavenly Grace enables heroes, and Storm is definitely one of them. Not to mention Coddle, giving him extra mana. Also quite nice on Storm Spirit. Very interesting draft from Aster. I think I've got to go with TNC if I'm judging on draft alone. I think they've just got a lot of ways to start fights, some good 4+1. They should be able to protect this Morphling until Gabby hits critical mass.
Yeah, I think I really want to see the
10
laning
seconds
setups too here.
remaining.
Like, how effective can the Treant be with the setup they've given him? How about that tree set there? He's got a Hedwig. That's the name of it.
A Tim's Puck, huh?
Bit of a weird Beastmaster game too.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was kind of hesitating about the Kunkka was it would be like kind of double control out of both the almost like triple really, or I guess kind of quad. It's like I feel like I see 4 heroes that they have that like one big stun that they like to have a lot of follow up after. Like a core puck tends to have a little bit more damage than the support puck, but obviously the coil's the big thing, and then you got the roar. But if the Kunkka goes a little bit more into the damage build this game, I think that would be nice. Not like a bunch of auras and like worrying about the X torrent combos, but getting some good cleave damage out there.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Blade could be an option.
That would be wild.
Nice positioning tool for the Kunkka. It would be wild. Maybe I've just been watching too many 23 Savage games.
I think you have been. Wow, 175 and 58 on Storm Spirit in his pubs. Damn. I guess 121, 102 on the puck.
I have nightmares
Tim's is-
about getting matched against players like that.
Yeah, you see that little number pop up? Man, I'd be sweating if I was Tim's and I just got compared like that. Damn.
Prepare for battle.
Storm's definitely my go-to ban. Few things more frustrating than a farmed Storm Spirit owned in a game.
I mean, there was definitely like a 2-year period where you basically just banned Storm or Tinker every game, it felt like. Just like, please, no. I don't want to play against those heroes.
Yeah, it's true. Can't complain about Storm too much now. He has been nerfed quite a bit compared to where he used to be. 3
Still
heroes
pretty
starting
damn good, though.
up top for Aster.
Remember High Ground Shrines with Storm? That was something.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
Back in
And there were
my
like
day.
no penalties for buyback. Oh my god.
I do like this Treant set. I feel like this came straight out of the Book of El Minor.
It really did, doesn't it? It's very thematic. And, well, they have gotten the right lane here.
30
I love doing this when I
seconds
play
to
position 5. I just buy the Quelling Blade. Right
Oh,
at the
yeah.
start of the game. And just start ruining Tree's life. This is the ultimate counter to Tree Protector. Also, do you see me Trees he just killed there? Because he Blinding Light pushed him? Dude,
Oh.
Bobica knows the answer. That was sick. When people land at a Blinding Light, they break trees.
Yeah, that's. He went right for it. It makes perfect sense. Look at him, dude. They're relentless with they're loggers.
Yeah, Tim's has to come
The
up here
battle begins.
at some point now. I don't know. I
Three
guess
for
really
Aster.
what March just becomes a pull bot. His only role in life now.
Aster with the bounty rune advantage, Trent.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this coddle. He went headdress at the start. Dare I say he's ready to trade blows.
He's ready to snipe couriers is what he's ready to do.
That's true.
333 movement speed.
Bobica.
I would not be expecting this. Oh,
no! No! Is he going to cancel it? Oh.
Almost had it, too.
2 more seconds.
Oh, well. Had
Now-
to get down here.
Is it worth, if he saw the courier, is it worth it to cancel?
I mean, Coddle is really fast, but probably not.
Yeah. It's a tough call.
Courier kills aren't that big of a deal. It was only a fairy fire. It comes back pretty fast this early.
You get a little bit of gold.
Dude, March is just getting, like, taken out of existence here. Serious deforestation happening here.
Mid lane off to a great start for the Storm. See if Armel can grab these last hits and level it out, and he will. So, even spread.
Even March is tangling trees now. You gotta go get some less value trees, dude. Nice deny, though. That's one thing. Even without trees, you still got the big punch.
91 with no stat items.
Kind of a hard time making use of it, though. Like, Fade is not going to get punched.
Yeah, and Fade is pretty unrelenting here. He's just laying into him. He's got March down to 50% HP almost.
Yeah, what a difference killing all the trees makes. Just, like, ruins this guy's lanes. Oh, he got punched. I was wrong. It happened.
Mid lane.
Mid lane.
Storm caught by a torrent.
Yeah. Putting the hurt on him. And that's going to be a regen rune. So,
Pretty nice.
no torrent to spam out in time, though.
Still big just to deny it away from the Storm.
Step lively now.
I was going to say, I feel like his bottle must be on the way, and indeed it is, so. Go on, doing just fine. 12 and 4. And getting the wave under his tower right there. Protect himself. Ooh, that was a max damage tower shot, looked like. Bit rough. Now another minute and a half before he'll get another bottle chance there. So
Still quite even. And bottom lane, SCCC doing just fine. Racking up the last hits. About even with the Morphling. Very comparable laning stage. Uh-oh.
meanwhile, as expected, eventually Tree will die because he can't do anything.
Whoopsie. Yeah, they chase him down.
Oh god, this feels so bad as a Tree and Protector. You actually have nothing you can do. At the same time down bottom, they were kind of duking it out there as Sims is trying to get as much right-click damage as he can onto the Coddle. Coddle only with the 2 armor, so trying to bully him through that regen. And at this point in the game, Night Stalker's nothing but a creep until the first night, so you don't really want to give him this free farm, but as a Beastmaster, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah.
Summoning the board, try and put pressure on just like this when the wave has a little bit of an advantage going your way.
Check it back in up top. Gabby definitely feeling the effects of March being mitigated here.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
CS split is just going to continue to grow unless they can change something.
Well, they're having such a hard time because they've also blocked out that small camp too. So March can't even go pull. At least now the wave is going to push in. So Gabby will get some time under the tower. And March trying to make sure. Oh, he's going for that last click. No, couldn't get the rage group aggro there.
Not quite. Almost. And back to
back
mid.
mid. Yeah,
Still
Armel.
Dead even.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
And that's with 2 more creeps coming his way. Oh, kick
Double damage
itself,
Tims. Okay. Not able to get much there.
Radiant structures are
Coming up on
fortified.
5 minutes.
Yep, just the 1 death there from March. Another pull down bottom from Bobica, creating even more space for SCCC. No Tim's there to interrupt it because he saw him in the mid lane. And we start prepping for the 5-minute bounty runes. Can March secure either of these? Gabby in trouble. We'll get helped out here, but that's level 2 purification, so it's a bit scary. But
He's
he'll
certainly
keep going
gonna
to
live.
strength. Yeah, he'll be fine.
And are they
But
going to
they
split?
might. I think they missed both bounties, though. I think they're not looking at the clock right now. Or they could have had both for Aster, I think.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Yep, they'll go 1 for 1 up top. And in the bottom,
Stupendous.
does go 3 for TNC. No, I'm sorry. Yes, 3 for TNC.
Gabby pressured again here. Omni-Knight now with the phase boots. He's going in for the kill, but more living armor. March recognizing he's not aggressive in this lane, so the 1-0-2 build coming out feels bad when you can't be the aggressor as the Treant Protector, but sometimes when they commit all of this for the deforestation, that ends up being what happens.
Hey,
Tim's rotating through mid.
At least you can do something, you know. They start chipping at that tower. Now initiation onto Storm, but Fade is here. Not a long enough disable. Puck still able to jaunt.
Oh, he saw him place that ward, maybe? Oh, no, he didn't.
Courier
That was
has
Tim's
been
thing.
killed.
March's Courier died too?
Yep. XXS
XXS
invaded
on
at the right
fire.
time.
Playing super well this Omni. Although the Morph has caught back up in terms of last hit. The net worth isn't that great, though. He's 600 behind the Omni Knight, so a lot of those neutrals probably making up the last hits there. Tim's hasted up coming bottom, but it's a level 3 Puck and a level 4 Beastmaster, so...
This is tough. Yeah. 5 Night Stalker. It's also nighttime.
First mover this game will probably be the Puck. I think they're going to wait till Puck is 6. I don't really expect the Beastmaster to just, like, get 6 and try and roar the Storm Spirit in the jungle or something. I think you really want that Dream Coil in combination with the Beastmaster. I don't think the Puck does enough pre-level 6. Going to TP in now mid to try and capitalize on this.
Storm hits 6 just in time, putting pressure onto Armel, but not enough for a kill.
Yeah, he didn't want to go for the boat. He kind of thought about it, and he was like, yeah, this isn't going to be enough damage. My Puck won't be here in time. I mean, he's 1-1-1 on the Puck. He does not do much damage. Does try for the stack and gets it. Just in the nick of time there.
Very quiet game.
Maxing and relaxing.
Interesting how the net worth is spreading out too. Whoa, Gabby just gets destroyed as Fade rotates. That was clutch.
He was like full HP. Just wasn't respecting the 230 pure damage.
Under attack.
Yep.
Ends up being the issue there. I mean, that's also a level 5 Rubik. He was only 4, I'm pretty sure, when he went for the Fade Bolt, but not giving quite a bit enough breadth there on the HP bar. And, oh, that's a great item for Night Stalker. Gets the trusty shovel. Did he get it though? Oh, he did get it. Because I think Tim's just tried to steal it.
2 fights happening down bottom. Puck's okay. And up tap, Gabby and XXS battling over these neutrals.
So I think we've now missed both kills. Of our 2 kills in 8 minutes. We've managed to avoid both of them. So congratulations to us.
Hey, whoa, I caught the Gabby kill. I saw that whole thing.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Boy. Oh, thanks, dude.
Missed
I
the first
it.
one, but I caught the big
hey,
one.
whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to slander you. I apologize. See, that courier looks like it's smoked. That Desert Sands Baby Roche.
It does look like it's smoked.
I'm legit confused there.
Some intense
All right, well, the
cosmetics.
trees have respawned up top. Life's good again here for March, at least most of them.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, they
All
got Baboka down bottom. Looks like a rotation from Armel. He'll just head back mid. No, Tim's just going to take mid.
They got him with the boat. Gabby, again, is playing real aggressive, eats a purification, but he will be all right. Oh, a brooch for Storm. Yo. That's nice.
Beastmaster very close to his level 6.
A trusty shovel looks like TP. How unfortunate.
I like that they're trying to give Tim some space, but Aster have the same idea. They park Fade mid, and he finds his level 6. And now Armel, boop back. Storm Spirit's here. They're going to surround him. It's a 3-on-1, but this Kunk is tanky, not tanky enough. Kill for Baboka. Gets a bite of vengeance now.
I was the light at the
Yeah, finding him without the boat, and also 30 seconds till daytime, so they're trying to secure the capture on both. I think XXS is going to be fine to get the top one. They kind of missed the timing last time on the bounty rune, so hopefully they're more well prepared this time. A preemptive Hawk is laid down here from TNC. They'd like to contest the bottom outpost if they can. I think unlikely to get the top one. But Gabby could just full strength morph and go for it, and that's what he's going to do. XSS is just going to go for the rune. He's going to back off.
All right, the battle could be down bottom. There's the boat onto SCCC. Night Stalker's in trouble, silenced, X'd, and he will fall.
They're going to get both outposts.
This is big for TNC.
Storm
only
here with the
first one,
DD,
but
though.
That denies a decent chunk of XP.
And wastes Storm's rotation. He's coming down here with his DD room, but you can't really go into the tree line and try and start a fight versus all this vision. Oh, no. Oh, I thought that. Oh, yeah. Portman Shield's stolen.
He snipes it.
KP.
Dire's structures
Nags.
are
They're neutral. I actually thought that was the Kunkas because he hit it with the torrent.
Oh, there we go. The jump from Chuan. They want Armel. No boat. They've got it. Is that a stolen Primal Roar? Now the ultimate from Baboka. They pull the tree back in. March with nowhere to go. Certain to fall. That's 2 for Aster.
Oh. Similar to the early black hole. Just throw it out there with the white hole. Snag yourselves a secondary follow-up kill. Especially because your Night Stalker is not going to have ulti again for another 2 minutes, so no point in you having it.
Pretty dope when your Rubik steals Primal Roar at 11 minutes. Makes
Yeah, it's pretty good.
setting up team fights pretty easy. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, Fade is one of the higher skilled people now relegated to the 5, if you can even call him the 5. I mean, him and Bobuka split farm pretty equally in a lot of the games that we've seen. But Fade, of course, was one of the more popular Chinese players just like a couple years ago.
And Spirit Vessel queued up. Great against the Morphling. A must-have.
Yeah, someone's gonna
against the
buy it.
Morphling.
Not really anyone else that can.
Yeah, I guess Omni could.
Got more important things in the mind, though. Wants those drums, those early game items to help out his Night Stalker. Night Stalker, SCCC still aiming for the 17-minute Aghanims, I think was his last one. So, see if he can match that once again. Looks like he'll probably be a little bit further behind, I think, this time. Like 18 or 19 minutes.
And
But
KP,
that all depends on the next nighttime.
he's thinking about a Necro book. How are you liking the Necronomicon these days?
What are you talking about? Who? Oh, the Beastmaster.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you meant the NS for a second.
Nope, KP.
What do I think about Necro? What are the benefits of Necro? Well, if they stun the Morphling, or sorry, the Storm Spirit and burn his mana, that's pretty hype.
Yeah. It does let you split push. Lets you farm jungle and stuff very quickly. You feel a little Lycan-esque, you know, you can punish after fights with your little bit of zoo, but against Coddle, the Necro books are maybe a little less intimidating. You know, you have ways to deal with them, so you can't just rat objectives.
Yeah, getting blinded. I assume they do half damage to the Ignis as well.
They should.
Yeah.
Maybe KP knows something we don't. That would be hacks if it's like the answer against Coddle. It just feels like a relatively
Snapfire.
expensive and somewhat underwhelming item, though. I don't know what else you would get, like Solar Cresty type stuff.
Yo, if you guys are in pubs, that's the answer. By the way, it's Snapfire. Just throwing it out there. You got Phoenix or you got Coddle on the enemy team. You hit him with that Snapfire, real good. 6 free attacks that can hit Egg and Ignis.
Well, that sounds silly.
Yeah, it's really nice. You're like the only hero that can solo a max level Ignis.
Yeah.
Until the talent comes out, and then you just cry again. Actually, it's only 1 now, so it's fine.
So interesting choice from Kunkka. Goes straight Halberd. Pretty big fan of this. We were talking about how good Sanj feels yesterday.
Yeah.
I think fast Halberd on a hero like Kunkka, it just lets you be so beefy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You're running the game, man.
I'm not sure why Chuan just tipped KP. If I had to guess, he probably killed his Hawk with a remnant or something in a camp.
Boca
Radiant structures are
trying to find a spot in the trees, but nowhere to go. Freebie for Gabby.
Radiant's bottom tower
Hits him with the
under attack.
GG tree.
Dire's top tower
GG?
is under attack.
No threat of rotations, and they're going to start diving top. Now, March is here in the tree line with his
Radiant's
ulti.
bottom tower has
Trying to get the living armor. You don't ever want to give up a tower for free when you have Tree and Protector on your team.
He's trying to slow him down as best he can. They don't
I mean,
have
they
a
have-
glyph.
They have TP on the Beastmaster and the Kunkka, but they're not deeming it worth.
I guess the call is move into the tier 2 down bottom. They do force that glyph. No Necro book yet.
Well, what they could do is, if they try and fight, so, okay, if they're scanning, they say there's no one here. So SCCC, if he tries to TP down bottom because he wants to fight there, March has the vision from this ward, and he's going to try and cancel it. Oh, my bad.
SCCC just going to keep farming. He cancels the TP
oh,
himself.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
wow.
Those didn't end up mattering.
I don't know if TNC even saw it. That was a super quick cancel. So
No, they didn't see it. They had no vision in the camp where he was.
Well, a little misplay will go unnoticed.
It might not have been. It might have been that there's a Radiant ward over here. I think that ward might have scared of the fact that they were going to be too far gone and the Storm wasn't going to zip for it because your mana pool isn't enough to zip. Like, he was all the way over here. He'd have to zip and stun someone.
Well,
Now,
long
mind you, they
range,
can't
jumps
get a
on the
little bit
KP.
closer.
There you go.
A lot easier when it's one guy and not three. That's for sure. Oh, nice ward there. Beastmaster getting out-visioned by the defensive jungle ward.
As Triple C jumps in the back line, sets up for the Storm, but March is there with the counterplay. Do they have the follow-up damage? GA from Omni Knight. Aster still pretty committed here. Storm survives. Primal Roar comes out, but Coddle with the Ignis.
Radiant's middle
Morphling now jumping in. Vortex by the Storm. Chuan able to make it to the low ground. Is he going to live here? Puck might jaunt and get him. Tim's on the chase, finds the kill.
Just got him.
Gabby forced to move back, is in the back line. His Beastmaster's low. He will fall, and Night Stalker makes it back away. Let's see, Rubik. He does have the TP.
Oh, they axed him. He got the vision from the torrent.
Okay. Now, Fade definitely going to be done for here.
He fully bought out at least, so he didn't lose anything.
It's a good try.
I'm not sure who won that out. Kind of
Yeah.
missed the first fight recap.
Same.
Let's say it was probably the Dire, because SCC got the kill
middle tower is
on
under attack.
March, and they got the kill on Chuan, right, with that last one, and then the kill onto Fade, so looks like it was a TNC victory.
Yep.
But if there's any bright sides for Aster, it is the fact that Night Stalker got some kills and got out, and that is going to accelerate his Aghanims. He's only 400 gold away, and then that's when this hero really comes up.
Yeah. That fight's now shifted things for TNC to be a lot more top-heavy, and I think they're okay with that. Morphling and Kunkka, top of the charts. They don't really mind if this Beastmaster slows down his momentum some.
I don't know who you give the net to this game. I guess March.
Probably. He's got the most bandwidth to use it.
He finally gets the branch from, or the Ironwood tree, rather, from Gabby. Gabby was holding on to that thing for the stats. Finally, March is like, oh, yes, that item that is very good for me. Oh, and he gets a dragon scale. All right, well, it was worth the wait then.
KP still without this Necro book, though. Glad he's prioritizing the jungle.
Radiant are scanning.
I saw Kazu was tweeting about one of the matches. There was an Ironwood tree on a timber saw, and he was placing them on the other side of people and timber chaining and like using it for badass plays.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that.
That is pretty nice.
I think it was a alliance. I think he said it was 3-3 doing it. Because it has like 800 range that you can plant the tree. It's way further than you think.
Yeah,
As you can
I
see
just
by
moused
highlighting
over it. It's pretty
Yeah.
big. It's basically the same as Overgrowth.
Yeah, there you go. So as expected, about 18 or 19-minute Aghanims. It does come out at 18 and a half. And immediately they smoke. They have the Will-O-Wisp. They're looking for the big kill. That would be the Morphling ideally. But any kill into the tower will be considered acceptable. They don't go for the quick drop. Instead, they will just find March.
Not the target they were hoping for, that's for sure.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, but they
is
did
under
get the 2 charges onto
Radiant's
Fade.
bottom tower is
Oh.
under attack.
Nice for the next fight versus Gabby. Any pick off that adds more charges to Fade is going to be extra value for the side of Aster. It's just like such a good item versus a Morphling.
Yeah.
Does already have the Manta, so he will have to at least play around that.
Is under attack.
And back to the tower we go. Dragon Scale helping things out.
Now, the whole point of this Aghanims, too, is that it helps you farm up that Blink Dagger really fast, and then he just silence and blinks on the Morph.
Big initiation. Tim's with a coil on 2, but GA there to counter it. That's Triple C pushing into the back line. Now the Fattest comes out, connects on 3. This is huge from the Coddle. TNC starting to retreat. Everyone's still alive, but they will isolate Armel finally. Coco's Rum doing a little bit of work. He's on the run. He gets the living armor.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, but that
Done.
Spirit Vessel's still keeping him low.
After
Fade
all
with
that,
this-
it's
the
just a
stolen
dead
roar,
Kunk.
too.
Dire's
holding
middle
it.
tower has fallen.
Beautiful fight
Radiant's
from
top
Aster.
tower is under
Exactly
attack.
what they needed. Taking the tower, getting a core pick off, and just as daytime's coming up. They went 1 for 1 on the outposts, but they'll get some bounties.
Code remains.
4K net worth now. XP is pretty even. Small lead for Aster. That's one aspect where TNC have been keeping up just fine. Tim's thinking about
Remember when the Night
Aghanims.
Stalker Ags was a 4-second cooldown? Crazy how it still feels so strong.
Yeah.
He's nearly at that Blink Dagger, though. And his ulti's going to be up by the time he has it, so they can take one more good fight. TNC trying to punish that right now when it comes to these cooldowns. But remember, they have that roar potential from Fade, so a gank could get quickly turned around here. Will-O-Wisp gone for 30 seconds. Free Courier if they want it, they'll take it. And now they want Bobica.
He's got a Force Staff, though. March on the way in.
Oh, he doesn't have ulti.
Bobica boops him, gets the blind, eats through the trees. Making a lot of space right now. They're still going to kill him, but he forces a Dream Coil out.
Is under attack.
Man, it's a good thing they're punishing the fact they have no cooldowns, because they would all be dead right now.
Primal Roar on Puck. There's the Overgrowth out of March. Buyback on Coddle. They're trying to retreat. Storm of the long zip, saving some mana, grabs the Vortex. Armel still in trouble, I think. March hiding in the tree line, going to try to heal him up, but I doubt this will be enough. And see you later, Mr. Kunkka. Tanky mother.
That was a bit ambitious of a dive. Again, yes, they knew they had no cooldowns, and they're trying to punish that, and they're feeling like they're a little bit behind this game, which they are, but painful stuff there. And not worth the death and then buyback of the Keeper of the Light. Keeper just basically transferred his net worth to his allies that got the kills by feeding for that. And now you have a 16 charge Bloodstone Storm Spirit.
Ooh. Pipe also on Omni. Getting a little nervous for TNC here.
All right, so he has the Grove Bow, which is going to give the minus 12% magic resistance to the opponent he's attacking. And then with the Bloodstone right now, he has 24.5% spell amp. That seems pretty good.
I'm going to go ahead and second that. At first, I thought you meant the Grove Bow on Morphling. It's just like, yeah, that is sort of cool, I suppose, with a shotgun, but pretty far from the shotgun. Actually, all right, not as far as I thought. He's got 3K gold. But
Yeah, but what's he going to buy?
You think he'll go straight BKB?
I don't know. I don't think he can afford to. Oh, only gets to steal in the phase. Not the one he wanted, but Tim's still going to go down here.
I think you're getting to the point where you need to do something a little riskier. I think you need to try to find some pickoffs with a E-Blade, and maybe you can start clawing your way back to some momentum for the team.
If there was a better hero to morph into, maybe he could afford the BKB first, but I think he has to go for the E-Blade.
Is under attack.
And yeah, oh, he's already picked up the Eagle Song anyway.
There you go.
Invisibility.
Now we're going down up top.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They have... Okay, they do have
Radiant's
Force Staff on
bottom
Tim's,
tower
so
is under attack.
they definitely need Force Staffs to try and save this Morphling before his BKB. Because if he gets caught up inside that Night Stalker, because like Night Stalker is just going to blink on him. That's his whole role in these team fights. The previous fights, he also didn't have the max levels in Crippling Fear yet, but now we've reached that. So he went from a 5-second silence to a 7-second silence. And they also have a Force Staff on the Coddle, so we'll see if they can kind of keep the Morphling trapped off of that.
Boca gets a D ward.
He
KP sitting on the level 1 Necro Book and now just switching over to Pipe, realizing they need some way to deal with this magical damage.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to just keep the level 1 Necro because it's a really good farming item. And then you just try and get the more important items after. And then
I like
eventually you can get the 3.
We'll get some good value out of that Pipe. Morphling
Dire's
looks like-
bottom tower
close,
is
400
under
gold.
attack.
Yeah, they're not going to rush anything. They're not going to like force out their ulti. They could just take a fight right now, right? Because sometimes you want to use your ulti before nighttime, but you don't really want to rush it that hard. Obviously, you get more benefits than just turning it into night. You get the big flight and everything, so you don't see Night Stalkers like force the issue quite as hard at the end of a daytime now.
Has been killed. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It is rune time, though. And even perhaps smoke up.
Yeah, you see the line drawn by SCC, right? He says, okay, we're going to go up here, we're going to ward, we're going to de-ward, and then we're going to take Roche. That's the plan.
Oh, maybe audible here.
Wait, they spotted someone, did they?
I see Puck and KP And they just double back, commit to the original trajectory.
Oh, Armel.
And here's the target that they wanted to
he's going to
find.
take a BKB.
Oh, they're going to have plenty of damage. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. BKB gets popped. Living armor. On the backside, Morphling goes in. Now he gets silenced. There's the Manta. Ignis is there, though. Morphling in trouble. He's barely surviving and down. It's the end of Gabby. No buyback. KP going to be in the front lines now. Puck chucks an orb, but a stolen Primal Roar gives him a taste of his own medicine. 2 down as Aster make it work in the mid lane.
It happened, didn't it? Bobica force-staffed SCCC into the Morphling.
Dire's middle tower
Because the Morphling got force-staffed, and then SCCC was just still right on top of him. I think he got forced as well.
Dire's middle tower
Kept the spacing. I mean, the sleep obviously didn't hurt either, but this looks exactly like the last time they picked Night Stalker Cauldron. They just hit their timings and ran the game down. Like right now, they might want to back. It's only 30 seconds left. It's a tree. You have 2,900 gold on your Night Stalker. Please don't take a fight when you're sitting with such empty net worth. There's an entire basher for the next one.
You got 2 bounties sitting. Right now you're controlling both outposts, so just head back, grab those. I'm with you. You've already got a great lead. You're crippling everyone except the Morphling right now, and you just killed him. So feeling pretty good, though it is always scary. Always scary giving him space. Storm now with the Orchid. So, not going to beat that Manta timing or anything, but there are too many things for the Morphling to Manta right now.
Right.
And I think
He's
that's
getting very annoyed.
the general strategy for Aster.
Jeez, we still have half duration on another roar here from Fade. This time level 2. And so he's still going to have that for another, 90 seconds? Yeah. Only kept level 1 in the spell steal.
The Dragon Scale's growing on me a little bit. It does feel like Aster able to siege a little bit more easily against the tree. It's not perfect, but it definitely helps ticket those living armor charges.
It's better than an empty slot.
Well said.
Well, if you remember, there's no charges anymore in living armor as well. That's gone, my friend.
Oh, yeah, you're
my
right.
God, the bash! Are you serious?
Okay. Well, that puck just got... That was... Sorry, Tims. Sorry, bud.
Wow. I mean,
Radiant's bottom tower
all
is
right.
under
What
attack.
can you do? You buy the item, and then he rolls the bash on you. Oh, that is way too good.
Yeah, dude, they keep moving living armor all around. You're right, it is no charges. I totally forgot about that.
It's okay, buddy. I got you.
Keeping me honest. Is it better now or worse than before? I can't really tell. It feels underwhelming.
It's better in most scenarios. Or sorry, I guess it's worse in most scenarios, but it's better versus those specific counters.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. Oh, Kunkka.
I mean, look, they're waiting on the X2.
Like, I think we know where Armel's going to be in a couple of seconds.
It's just such an impossible lineup to split push versus right now. Although, if March goes hunting, he will find a bounty rune. But he doesn't want to die because he knows their initiation range is ridiculous.
A little surprised they haven't gone for Roche. Maybe they don't kill it that quick, but...
Yeah, but it's also not, like, super slow either.
Yeah. All right, well, they're going to move in right now, so there you go.
They started on it, but then they saw the top lane getting pushed in and said, oh, we can just get a free kill.
Yeah, especially if it's on the 1 or the 2. That's pretty darn tempting.
Radiant are scanning.
21 Bloodstone charges on the Storm Spirit. This train's a rolling. 4-1 and 8 on Chuan.
To get back in this game, they need to find the pickoff on him before the BKB. But of course, that's why you get an Aegis. And look, that's what March went for that bounty rune. And Chuan zipped over there. Make sure that he wouldn't take the outpost as well. Now they're pinging it. And Bobica's saying he might come back and try and steal that outpost. But he's not going to opt for it. Dead March is just trying to keep this top wave pushed out. TNC should just be happy to keep an outpost, frankly, at the 30-minute mark.
Morphling is starting to close in on that BKB timing, though. He
He's
hasn't
top
really
net worth.
done much with the shotgun, but Aster are giving him a lot of breathing room. Greater Fairy Fire, too. Not the worst thing for a Morphling to have.
Another phase shift there. And the Force Staff is still there, but Tim just can't find it.
Tim.
Not one piece of gristles shall I waste.
Not the most important kills, though, honestly. Tim can afford to take a couple of tumbles.
As long as the Morphling is still farming, yes, but it is still like Aster, choking them out, getting more net worth, and whenever they do get these kills, they're just like fully committing down the lane. And oh wow, that BKB came pretty fast for Storm. He was like 2k gold away momentarily ago.
Yeah, Bloodthorn going to be up next. I think Aster are ready. This is the time.
It is, and they're also not in a huge rush either, though. Like, there's still
Radiant's
plenty
top
of time in this
tower is
game
under
where
attack.
the Morphling is going to have a very hard time. Like, if he goes back for the Scythe or something. So, Aster, they don't need to go do anything too crazy, but I would think that, yes, they should be able to close out that bottom tier 2. I'm kind of surprised they didn't commit down the lane. They really don't want to lose this top tier 1 or mid tier 1 here. They keep going back for it. All right, so they know March just threw out the brambles, but no. Finally, someone's just saying, guys, can we please just go end the game? I'm not sure what this whole play was. They just kind of ran in a big circle.
They're kind of wandering around enemy jungle or hoping that somebody from TNC is going to be caught wildly out of position. It's an ambitious hope. I guess to be fair, they have caught the Kunkka a couple of times. He's
Speaking of catching, March.
5 and 5. Yep. Chuan grabs him. Okay.
Oh, that's why he went to the Coddle. Okay, Coddle just passed him that gem. That was pretty smart. Because they knew he'd been lingering here the whole time. He keeps showing with the Bramble.
Yep. Well, he captured the outpost not that long ago.
Yep.
Okay. Nice little pick there. 19-6. Their gold lead isn't really growing, though. The last couple minutes have been pretty steady. And now the smoke, so maybe this will be the moment to break something open.
All right, can they kill SCCC? He doesn't have a BKB,
Dire's top
but he
tower
does
is
have
under
like
attack.
4,000 health.
He's not an easy target.
Because that's only when he's Heavenly Grace, though. All right, well, that was KP.
You said only as if that's some sort of really rare resource that they have. I mean, only during the uptime of Heavenly Grace.
It's 600 extra HP.
Yeah, I mean...
Whoa, from downtown. That ward paying off.
Oh, Timmy again.
Oh my god, that last hit.
Pity, pup.
Good god, he does so much damage. 23 charges now. How much did that last overload do?
Now they might finally look to take this tier 2 tower. Losing the Aegis pretty soon. I want to see a good BKB battle. I want to see all these freshies.
His amp now, like, completely cancels out magic resistance.
Dire's top tower
He basically
is
does
under
pure
attack.
damage with his spells now. That is crazy.
Tier 2 going down quick.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
All ones will break.
What we got? 30 seconds on Aegis.
Here I am.
March, what are you doing?
Radiant are scanning.
Is March
Only thing he
just,
can do.
just brambling?
Force one of these lanes. That's the only goal of a Treant Protector at this point in the game.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower
KP interrupted by Fade. Sets it up for the Storm. That'll be another easy kill. Look at that. March got 300 damage on the tier 3. This doesn't look very fun.
No, this is not an
Radiant's
enjoyable game to
middle
play if you're
tower
on
is under
TNC.
attack.
Team has 6 kills. You're just like
structures are
throwing bodies
fortified.
at lanes trying to push it out. These guys are just, I mean, you waited out the Aegis, but it's about to be nighttime. At this point, SCCC is probably just going to wait for the next Aegis and the BKB. Because once he has BKB, like, I mean, what are they going to do? This guy's just going to absolutely obliterate them.
Yeah.
I don't really like the idea of going high ground with a Night Stalker without the BKB. I mean, sure, they would probably win. I'm sure they know that, and the fight would probably go fine, but What if you die as this Night Stalker, you know?
You're not scared at all about this Morphling getting to that point? He's got Lincoln's coming up next.
I'm not scared as long as my cores keep farming like this outside the map and get the next Aegis. Then I don't think it matters how farmed the Morphling's going to be during the next push.
All right.
Maybe like 2 or 3 pushes from now he can do some shenanigans, but I don't think they have the team damage to do much here.
Yeah,
Like
Kunkka's
an AC
making
from Armel would help, but overall their damage is pretty minimal.
Kunkka's making pretty slow progress, but there is an Eggs on Tim's now, so that Dream Coil does some pretty serious damage.
Well, that's pretty nice.
It's something.
SCC perhaps seeing that says, I don't even want a BKB, I want a Nullifier. That's a good way to end Morphling's life.
Scanning.
Yes.
Double
SCC leading the way, has the Radiant Observer Ward here too.
Whoa.
Has the ulti ready to pop.
Look at Fade making the jukes. He jumps across the whole
He's just
team.
baiting, baby.
He's not going to live, but now SCC's here. Storm with the zip, the Ignis. BKB from Armel will keep him alive, but will not save the Beastmaster. Now GA, BKB from Gabby still on. Trying to man up, but TNC just don't seem to have the damage. They're starting to retreat. March gets brought down. The 4v3 left. Still some mana left on Chuan. A lot of Bloodstone charges here and a double damage rune. Armel gets dropped.
Although
Gabby,
he's swapping in his clarities right now.
Gabby lives, but you could feel that damage difference. Look at that, only 5k, and most of it came from the Morphling
glorious thing.
at the
I mean, he
beginning
had
of
the
the fight with that E-Blade.
Yeah, plus he morphed into the Omni and just healed himself. That also did quite a bit of damage in a circle around him, but not much to really matter.
I think it's just too much on the back of the Morphling now. The Kunkka doesn't really feel like a core. His damage output is pretty weak. He's gone for all these utility items, and it's just not intimidating.
Super safe Dota from Aster.
Yeah.
Now a Nullifier.
Has fallen.
Tier 3 down. They just retreat.
All right, we're gonna get an instant roast spawn to put these guys to rest, or what? What you saying, Valve?
Nope. 230.
Oof.
That's a tough break.
Is that rock always there, blocking the clock? What happened there? Did they just make that rock when they got rid of the mango trees being put in there?
They must have.
I don't remember that rock being like right there.
No, now they need to adjust the clock down now.
Valve, can we
Bruno,
just get a
please?
digital clock? It's 2020. The kids, the Zoomers, they don't understand. I just want a big floating digital number.
I want to get an iWatch and use an analog display on it just to be a hipster.
Have omniscience.
I can barely read analog clocks now. It's a struggle. I mean, I can, but it takes me longer than it should.
I have a bunch in my house, so I don't... There was a while where I didn't have any in my house, and so it would take me a second, but now I just have so many around the house that it's back to the normal recognition.
We have one, but it's for display purposes only. The batteries died 2 years ago, and we never changed them. So
That is the least surprising thing you've said all day.
But it looks cool. It's like got a little world map
Does
on
it look cool when it doesn't have the right time?
Hey, man, everyone's got a cell phone. No one's looking at that thing for the time.
Business, so that's actually on Tokyo time. It's not moving. Yeah, there's a pause over there.
I think legit in 3 years, my dad is the only person who noticed. Oh, my. They get another catch. This is a big one. Kunkka, BKB, TP, not going to happen. We've got an Abyssal Blade, baby. And now they're going to chase him down. He boops over the hill.
Made him work for it.
But no, the Great Chase will commence and result in a dead Armel.
Yeah, but Tim's got that bounty room. And, well, died for it.
Sorry,
He
Tim.
got it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my. So, how you guys doing? Y'all having fun out there?
Now, I would get a grandfather clock. I'm not going to lie. That would be a cool collector's item. You know, you got to be of certain age, but grandfather clocks are pretty cool.
Yeah, we got one of the cottage. I don't know. It's not that host. There's a ward there, KP. My dude.
TNC are just... They're falling apart quickly here. That's... They at least go even on the outpost. That's a small...
I mean, if they somehow win this game, I think I'm just officially done with this patch. I can't handle
94%.
another one of these comebacks.
Here I am.
Oh, well, no, never mind. We're good. You got the lamp.
Well, gonna be an easy Roche. Aegis Cheese. Probably both for Storm, although he's having some slot issues here.
Yeah, they're gonna give the Aegis to SCCC.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. He doesn't have BKB. And to be fair, he does have like 3.5k HP, so
He's straight front line into.
yeah.
Storm has really not been threat of dying, so
I think we should buff Aegis. Are you down for an Aegis buff?
how? You come back
20%
faster?
status resistance.
It gives you status resistance.
Yeah, 20%. Buff Aegis. Aegis feels like it's not even that good anymore. It feels like you have to get it to go high ground, and then your whole team gets wiped anyway, because high ground's so hard.
Yes, it does feel like we've watched a number of games where teams bait themselves with the Aegis, thinking it's all right, we're in, and then you kind of just it doesn't change the dynamic of your team fight in a lot of situations. I don't. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't know. That sounds okay.
20 sounds a little busted. I was just throwing a number out there. I wasn't really thinking.
It might need to scale a little bit with later Roches because you're getting all these extra spoils.
Oh, now you're talking. I hear you, buddy, as Tim just goes down. You want 1% status resistance per minute. Can you imagine how broken that would be? How about per 2 minutes? So it'll be 20% at 41 minutes.
Okay, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So at 100 minutes, we'll have a 50% status resistance.
I'm more like concerned about what are we doing with tier 5 items. That seems to be the real games don't go to 75 minutes and then they do and these really weird items pop out that
I heard that game was crazy earlier. I guess there was a what's the thing called Fusion Rune or something? The Fusion Rune one with the Apex. The Drow had an Apex, by the way, which increases your primary attribute by 80%.
and then the one it just gives you all of the runes, right?
Yeah.
Is it on
Fusion
charges? I can't remember.
Rune. It's Consume.
Okay, it is consumed.
Yeah.
That was one of the crazier ones. I think we might have talked about that on a podcast or something of like, this is a game changer if you get it in the right circumstance on the right hero. Like, I don't know if I want them to come out any earlier. It just seems so... It's just weird. It's such a small sample size.
I just noticed it doesn't even say on it, but it is 3 charges.
3 charges. There you go.
Yes. I was just highlighting over it, and I was like, oh, why isn't it shown? But yeah. Oh, Tim's has managed to work his way up to Boots of Travel. There's only one way to play this game for them, and that is it.
I mean, I don't think the Tim's
Do you see what he
deaths
just
matter. He smoked.
He just TP'd to the wave, killed it, and then smoked so he can take this outpost so they can't TP in behind him, and now he's going to go back to pushing this wave.
All right. I mean, I don't think the deaths matter. If he is getting some gold out of it to make item progression, he's getting some XP, he's pushing out lanes. Who gives a shit if he dies? They can't really do anything while he's in the well.
They did need to farm the rest of their neutral items, right? Oh, actually, have they got those? No, they need one more. Ooh, the Radiant got 2 good ones in a mid-tier. They got the Shaco, the Knife, and the Cape.
Is the Shaco considered good? 1,000 HP
Yeah, I
is
would
a
say
lot.
it's considered pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'll take that trade-off any day.
I like it on heroes like Rubik. Like, the guy's got 1,800 mana. You know?
Now, better question. Is it Shaco or Shaco? Because I've always said Shaco, but I don't know if that's right.
It's a real thing. It's those marching band hats. It's Tim's.
Yes.
Tim's deaths don't really matter. .tnc goes
All right.
down again. Oh, he's 65 gold short of buyback. Someone get to a bounty rune. Of course, at that point, he'll only have 20 seconds left. All right, we have a minute left on the Aegis. We have a Heavenly Grace Night Stalker.
We've got a 30k
With
net worth lead. This is
50% status resistance.
prime throw territory here.
We're going to
30K.
get our first round prime throw.
Melee barracks taking damage. There's the glyph.
Now, where's the Treant Protector? Don't let that go down.
Oh, he's healing it. That's some living armor.
Dyer's middle
Heal it up, Tree. Come on, you
You're
can
actually
do
turning
it.
into a Canadian. It's so sad.
You can do it. All right, it's down. They finally get their first barracks. Still a tier 2 in the bottom lane there. So certainly no megas. They're not even going to get the range racks. They see Puck respawning. They're like, all right, guys, let's not get too
All right.
crazy.
Our 40-minute Aegis secured of 1 melee Rex. All right, now they're going in, though. This is the big one. This is the ulti. Armel, he's the first to be found.
Oh, yeah. That's a target they want. It's the
want
Kunkka. They're
more.
going to completely blow him up. No options. He does have the buyback.
Twan's in. Oh,
Can he
my
find
God.
him?
Oh, KP run.
KP in big trouble now. Vortex all over. This Beastmaster is just doomed. 2 down.
March is acting all cool, but Coddle knows, and he has Gem. And he just grasps. Boba might just ult this. It's so tempting, but he doesn't want to waste it.
It's a pretty long cooldown for Coddle.
I mean, he's literally pinging him. He's like, I know he's there, guys. I want to do it.
Stupendous.
I ping that double damage rune instead.
They just need to keep these creeps alive. Take the tower, go high ground, take the tier 3. Oh.
Invisibility.
Twan gonna be upset that he finds a DD and an Invis. DD okay, but Invis not what he was hoping for.
Everyone in the game with buyback right now, including the 2 in the
thank
grave.
goodness. So it's not over?
Well, tier 3, and they're just going to back out. They see those buybacks, Trent, and they go, you know what, guys? Let's just go for a pick-off on March instead. Chuan finally shuts him down.
Blow the man down.
He's just gonna send the Mind Stealer or the Mindbreaker back home.
Yeah, he's having some real first-world problems here with the inventory.
It's a hard life, you know.
Well, you got to keep space for the clarities, you see.
He's got boots of travel now, getting rid of the treads, so...
I mean, Aster are playing this very safe, but do you feel like they're playing it a little too safe almost? I mean, how much of a lead do they need to confidently finish off these structures? We're pushing 40K.
I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see a point where TNC are scary.
I don't really either. I mean, what is... Okay, Morphling right-clicks this Satanic. Who gives a shit? What does it change? I mean, it makes him a little tankier, but they're just killing all of his friends at this point. It doesn't even matter if he gets a shotgun pick-off on a Rubik or something.
Well, to that end, then, I don't know. I don't really feel like they're being too safe. I think, theoretically, if anyone should have TNC probably should have just GG'd out by this point. That's what I would say. I don't see any way you win this game. Like, this is your guy you're trying to hold the game on right here. And he's just going to die.
Well, maybe. Omni Knight.
Soccer's not here. He's not going to die.
He's trying to do what he
here
can.
comes.
Gabby against the team? No.
Oh, he didn't have TP anyway. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well, I'm starting to agree with you here. Given that Gabby was their big raid boss that was supposed to be hard to deal with, they just dealt with him. I don't think there's an item that he can buy that'll change it. He picks up a Scotty.
You know what the problem is? There's tier 5 items. That's the real issue. Theoretically, if you can drag it out to 70 minutes, net worth doesn't matter. Because you could get enough gold and 3 neutral items to kit your heroes that they're basically 6-slotted, even if you're so far behind.
No sorceries.
So that's probably why you don't GG. But yeah, I would agree that Aster probably played a little too safe.
I mean, they've got this in the bag at this point. That's Triple C finally on the high ground.
His talent's so good.
That attack speed?
Yeah. Look how fast he hits.
He's like a little alchemist. Buyback. KP on the outside, but Ignis comes down. Immediate counter initiation. They lose Tim's. Buyback there. It's just a slaughter. They lose KP in the blink of an eye, and there's no damage coming out from TNC at all right now.
How much damage do you think they'll have done at the end of this team fight?
I'm going to go with about 1,500.
Okay, that sounds a little low. I'm going to go with like 2,300.
Give me the
We're not
recap.
going to find out. Oh, there it is. All right, it was 4,400. That was more than I expected.
More than I expected, and most of it came from the Kunkka. All right, Kunkka's got a cleave. That's kind of cheap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true.
If you take that out, we were right there, man.
All right, so what time did this game end, guys?
You know, XXS didn't die once that game. 2-0-20 on the Omni Knight.
Oh, man.
I think around 30 minutes was when I really started feeling like they've got control and Aster can set the tempo of this game. If they want to take over and cripple them right now, they probably can. They played the next 10 minutes pretty safe, and by 40 minutes, it was like watching a mouse play with a rat.
Wait, a what?
45
Wait,
minutes
hold
of torture before the death, dude. Cats play with things before they eat them. Come on now.
Yeah, you said a mouse eating a rat.
Oh, I said a mouse. Fuck. I meant a cat eating a rat. My bad. Woo. But for the last 10 minutes of that game was just Aster felt like they could have ended it whenever they wanted to. They had full control.
So what happened here with the TNC draft? Because it looked all right. I guess number one, they completely shut down March, and by virtue of that, they gave Gabby a rough start. Not like the world's worst start or anything, but not a good start. And by comparison, SCCC had an easier time in his lane. He had a very good timing on the Aghanim Scepter, and then right into the Blink Dagger. I think the Rubik played really well. Fade had an excellent game. Both supports really, but like Fade with those roar steals early on in the game really helped slow down any aggression from TNC.
But Boca was patient on the Coddle. Felt like there were a number of team fights where TNC got a good jump or it looked promising, and then the Ignis comes down and it completely resets the team fight. As you said, you really have no choice but to run out of that giant area, so it just stops everything. It's kind of like a Warlock Golem.
And they have really high mobility too on the Storm Spirit and the Night Stalker. So when you get forced to like spread like that, they can just pick one of you. They both jump on you, you die, and then the chase down after seem to go their way every time. So just a super clean victory from Aster, never getting impatient.
No, certainly not. Okay, well, game one finished. We're moving into game number 2. Aster now leads 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. We'll be back after this short break, folks. Stick with us. More Dota 2 coming your way.